Hello, it's very early in the morning. I don't know, I've just been waking up really early these days, like more than usual. I strained my neck last night. I don't know actually what the correct term is, but it just kind of hurts. I think I slept on it wrong and I probably moved around a little too much or something like that. But anyways, it hurts so bad. I can move it actually. I can move it perfectly fine. It's just painful. It's cold outside. So fall has officially started and the lights are on in the house first thing in the morning, which actually feels kind of good. Today, I am returning 2 books. I finished these 2 books last week. The first one is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. The second one is A Love Song for Ricki Wilde by Tia Williams. And both of these books were phenomenal. I like them so much. I read them maybe a week ago. I think I finished the last one a week ago. Let me just tell you a little bit about both of these. Man, oh man. I was actually reading them one right after the other. I read A Love Song for Ricki Wilde by Tia Williams first. This was like paranormal of sorts. Is that what it is? Or is it like magical realism? Actually, they both are magical realism. I don't really know the correct genre, but I'm thinking it's magical realism. This book, it's kind of like a love story, but it's also so much more than that, right? This is Ricki, the woman. Her name is Ricki, and the guy, his name is, what is his name? Forgot his name. That's Ezra, the guy. It starts off as Ricki. She comes from a very wealthy family. This wealthy family has this funeral business. They have expanded to a point where I think they are probably one of the richest people in their area. And then this is Ezra. He is from the past. There's like time jump. The book mostly takes place in Harlem and it touches upon the music in Harlem, the art, the beauty, the culture, and it was so stunning to just read about it, and it felt like I was there. This whole book was just so shimmery and it was so beautiful. So Ricki, she leaves her family business and she opens up a flower shop in Harlem, and she meets this older woman named Miss Della. Miss Della is kind of like, they become very good friends, Miss Della and Ricki. Ricki meets Miss Della actually at the funeral home because Miss Della's husband passed away, and Ricki, on one of her last days at her family business, was helping Miss Della kind of like plan her husband's funeral. But anyways, Miss Della was like, come to Harlem. I have like a whole section of my house downstairs that's available. You can open up your flower shop. You can live in the back, that kind of thing. And then so Ricki moves to Harlem and she forms just the most beautiful bond with Miss Della. She learns so much from Miss Della, and then Miss Della has this companion in Ricki that she looks at her like, she starts calling her her granddaughter, and I think that's the sweetest thing ever. Like, it's so sweet, and it just shows you like when you get to choose your family, it is just such a beautiful thing. Because I don't want to spoil too much. There is some character development and there is like a lot, there's flashbacks. Oh, it all revolves around February 29th, the leap year. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. How can I forget that? It all revolves around 29th. Something crazy happens on February 29th, and literally the entire book is awaiting that date and what's gonna happen on that date. And the ending had me tearing up so bad. It was just so sad. It was just so like heartbreaking and sad, but so beautiful at the same time. And I can't imagine a more perfect ending for a book like this. Like, honestly, I think the author just kind of like pulled it all together. There was another book I read by Tia Williams called 7 Days of June. Let me see if I can find it. I think I read that last year. Yeah, 7 Days in June. That's what that looks like. Same author, Tia Williams. I read that exactly a year ago, and that is about Brooklynite Ava Mercy is a single mom and best-selling writer who is feeling pressed from all sides. She's a erotica writer. Shane Hall. So it's about 2 writers. I think I'm remembering a little bit. It's about 2 writers. Shane is the other writer, and they know each other for a very long time, but they lost touch So Ava is a single mom and she kind of suffers from these headaches and a lot of pain. And it also takes place in New York, and they've been writing books about each other their entire lives. Like, Ava has been writing about Shane, and Shane has been writing about Ava in all of their books, and they're spicy. There's just drama. And the drama is like just so interesting. It is just so interesting. It's not like Magnolia Park's drama, if you know what I mean. Like, I guess that's kind of interesting too, in a different way, you know? But yeah, 7 Days in June was really, really good. A Love Song for Ricki Wilde was really, really, really good. So I liked both of them. The next book I read is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. This author, I'm not too familiar with her. I know she has like a couple of other hits, but this is crazy. It follows like a group of women in this family, the Farrow women, and they suffer from this curse. Basically, they start to see things, you know, that are not there. I didn't get a chance to finish talking about June Farrow, The Unmaking of June Farrow. So basically, the women in this family are cursed. They see things, they hear things. They're kind of like voices, you know? And then at one point, they also start seeing these doors, and each of the women pass through these doors, and ... I don't want to ruin too far, because if I say whatever comes next, it's just gonna ruin the whole plot. But this book was so good, so good. It is phenomenal writing. Characters are so strong. I was looking to this author to see if she has any other books I'd be interested in, and I don't think so. I should give them a shot, but for right now, I thought this book was really amazing. Also, this book takes place in Jasper, North Carolina. It's like a small town in North Carolina. I'm not sure if Jasper is actually an actual town, but they did say it's like West North Carolina, like a little bit northwest North Carolina. I live in North Carolina, so that was actually kind of cool to hear. So, and also they have a farm, specifically like a flower farm. Actually, present day is a flower farm. Back in the day, it's like a farm with like crops and stuff. And the whole town kind of like treats this family like outcasts in a way, because they see them as like cursed. They see them as just very strange women, you know, because they also, the women in this family also disappear for like periods of time. But yeah, so the main character's grandma dies, and that's kind of like what causes like these series of events to happen. But yeah, it was kind of crazy because I couldn't really like call out what was about to happen next. You know what I mean? It was very well done. I think this author is so smart. Like, how does one think of ideas like that? Yeah, crazy. Okay, that's it for now. I'm gonna go return these in the library.